Hello everyone, welcome back to Almighty Blues Cricket. Well, if you have liked that first episode, please smash that like button again and subscribe. Please subscribe because I've got a lot of views for the first episode and thanks for that. But not even 1/6 of you have subscribed. So I'm wondering what's wrong. If you think there's nothing wrong, please subscribe and hit that bell notification icon because I am coming with more live streams as well as videos like this, and I'm sure you'll love it. Having said that, I already am sure you have checked out the other channel, the original channel, Almighty Blues FC as well, and subscribe to that as well. The links are all below, right? So please follow us on our socials, and we will continue to bring great content. Well, we just started with this channel, but hopefully a lot more. Having said that, I know I didn't come back with the review for the first comeback match of RCB. Was it really a comeback? That KKR match, it just reminded me of that KKR match, a couple of years ago when we became like 49 all out, RCB against KKR. I don't know what is it with KKR, right? I didn't have any three good or bad points to come up with because there were so many points to talk about. I thought, let me just take a step back and come back fresher for the next preview, which is the Chennai game. Yes, it's the derby game, the big derby game. Chennai again has had an upper hand over RCB over the years, but after all, we have a good position in the table as of yet. We will look into that, but it is Chennai, and that's something that we would always want to win against Chennai. Dhoni versus Kohli, right? And that's always built up like that. And hopefully this time Kohli's on top. Yes, his 200th match was not great, but hopefully his 201st match for RCB is fantastic. And he is probably the man in form compared to Dhoni. Both are not actually, to be fair, right? But yes, firstly, let's take a look at what is it that we are going to face against CSK. Well, it is the South Indian Derby, and this is the table as it stands. Delhi is almost qualified. They just need a win, and they will qualify technically as well. And CSK in the top two as well, I believe, will be there. Unless RCB beats CSK, then we probably have, a neck-to-neck kind of a situation. But KKR, well, we lost to them, right? They have just won, I think, against Mumbai, was it? And they have just leaped from 7th to 4th. And the net run rate, RCB's net run rate is the worst among all the teams. Can you believe that? We are just third in the table and still the worst net run rate. I don't know what it takes for RCB to apply themselves and then improve the net run rate if the players are not in form. I know the KKR match, it was a restart. You can find excuses, but no, it was the same for KKR. Why can't you apply yourselves and at least be in the match till say midway through at least? Anyway, can't help it. This is what it is. But if RCB definitely beat CSK, we are in the running for the top two. I'm sorry about the rant kind of episode that you're already facing, but that is how it was. 90 odd all out, no application whatsoever. This is an international level team. And it's not the first time it's happened to RCB. And don't get me wrong, I definitely bleed red in terms of RCB, but it is Almighty Blues cricket, and I have to praise all the Indian Premier League teams, right? Whoever deserves that is. Anyway, coming to the fixtures, yes, KKR we lost, repeatedly saying that. Abu Dhabi, the venue was, the change of venue maybe will be good for RCB. Why? Because Bangalore has lost just one game in Sharjah, whereas won 2 games. So basically, we have won 66% of our games, and hopefully this will be 75% once we win, against CSK as well, or else it'll become 50-50. But anyway, as of now, on paper, it is in Sharjah, so it is an upper hand for us. And CSK themselves are not used to playing Sharjah, at least from the restart. So hopefully it'll be a new game altogether and a 50-50 kind of a chance to begin with, a fresh start. CSK obviously had a great game, we'll come to that. But the number 8 that you see on the screen, qualifier eliminator, right now it's looking like we may not reach there based on other teams' form and ours. Hopefully, it changes again, as you never know in T20. Well, head-to-head record, RCB versus CSK. As I said earlier, it has always been that CSK has had the upper hand. 28 matches overall, they have won 18, we have just won 9. Yes, they have won double than us. Matches played in India, 6 to 15 again. CSK is on top, but matches played outside India is the key because we have won 3 games versus them also winning 3 games. And obviously, last year when the IPL was also in UAE, I believe we won 1 game and lost 1 game. I remember the loss against a team where Ruturaj Gaikwad came to form. But anyway, we did win 1 game, so that's okay. Let's see. And now, well, recent form. As I said, CSK beat Mumbai to begin the restart of the IPL. It was a close game on paper of 20 runs, you see. Close game, sort of, but no. You know what? They came back from 50 for 4. They were, I think, effectively 50 for 5 because Ambati Raidu was injured, if you remember, right? He got like a minor, fracture scare and he had to go off. So 50 for 5, and that's how deep they bat. We look at the team as well, but they can come back from any situation. And CSK and Dhoni in particular is known to keep it late. So yeah, RCB on the other hand, lost with 9 wickets. Not only batting, yes, it was also the bowling. Only 1 wicket, and that too it was like I think they just threw away the wicket. KKR. Chahal got a wicket luckily, but anyway. Now let's look at the squad again as to what changes we can make, if at all. Now this is a very balanced squad for me. On paper, again, we have 8 people who can properly bat, right? And 8 people who are all-rounders. So out of 16 people, we surely can pick about 7 to 8 people who can bat well in a game, in a situation, at least 4 of them, to come good on the same day. That's what is required. We can't depend on the same old people, that is Virat Kohli, AB de Villiers, and recently Maxwell. No, we need someone else to fire as well. I know Dan Christian wasn't picked in the last game. Tim David, another opportunity maybe for him to get a game. I don't know. Hasaranga got a game. Well, he was out I think on the first ball. And did not do great in bowling as well. But anyway, then that's an option that we can keep, considering it's just 1 game or not, I don't know. Or Gary Garton. There are a lot of options here that we're talking about. Again, overseas players are at martial start. 3 newbies are there. Hopefully, we will at least blood in 1 again. But I'm hoping a lot from Jamieson as well as Siraj. Those are our mainstay in terms of bowling. And batting, like I said, it's the main 3 that we spoke about. But of course, we want the other Indian batsmen to fire. Having said that, this is what I believe should be the 11 for the game against CSK in Sharjah. Sharjah pitch supposedly is a 50-50 wicket with good for bowlers who are spinners as well as fast bowlers. And of course, that suits the batting as well. So hopefully, we can have a balance of the squad. Sachin Baby was played last game. I believe, Shahbaz Ahmed is better because of the fact that Hasaranga, although he just got 1 game, the atrocious performance that we had, we need to make a change. And, that's, almost forced, I would say that, bring in something different. Dan Christian, more experience, someone who can hit, as well as who knows how to bowl in depth comparatively. That is why I brought in Shahbaz Ahmed, who is probably temperamentally better than Sachin Baby, if I may say so, at least in the department of hitting as well as bowling. Like again, it's not the ideal situation with Washington Sundar being out, but that's how it is, right? As in Dan Christian maybe may come at 6 with Shahbaz Ahmed at 7, depends on the situation. But this will at least look like someone who could hit a lower and lower in order. I don't think Hasaranga had that confidence. I know it's just 1 ball, but that's my opinion anyway. And Jamieson, can bat. Harshal Patel can bat, but yeah, as in, let's not go there. Obviously, Chahal will keep his place, not for the 1 wicket, but he's a mainstay and he needs to come good as well. But Chennai, do they really need to make a change? I think obviously one person that they kind of missed, you can say, in the batting department at least was Sam Curran. But DJ Bravo, Dwayne Bravo did excellently. I think he got about 20 odd in just 7 to 8 balls. You know, so I don't think they really need to bring in bring in Sam Curran right now. I know he gets the variation, but for me, Bravo did very well. Even in the bowling department, I believe he took 3 wickets. And Hazelwood is a prime fast bowler, so I don't see any changes to a winning side. Moeen Ali can do the job as well. He bowled well, nevertheless. Suresh Raina, yes, out of form, but again, he's not played much cricket like AB de Villiers, and coming back, in the first game, again became out early like AB de Villiers. In fact, became out in the first delivery, but that was a good ball as well. So yeah, I would stick to the same 11. So you fantasy managers out there, check it out. For me, you can definitely go with this team, and of course the RCB team that I just showed you should be probably the team for me. As in KS Bharat deserves another chance. I know he didn't look comfortable, but again, he's a youngster, right? Padikkal needs to give a good start for sure. I think the main matchup for me will be again, CSK's Ravindra Jadeja, that's a spinner, versus AB de Villiers and Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli versus Moeen Ali as well. Yes, Moeen Ali has got him out a couple of times. Ravindra Jadeja for obvious reasons, and we'll come to that as well. Why I'm saying that, but in terms of batting, our bowler Jameson, needs to basically bowl to their frontline batsmen, and that's something that we need to look out for. Faf du Plessis is the crucial wicket along with Gaikwad for sure. In terms of first leg scores, this is where we need to talk. Ravindra Jadeja in that first game, I think it was held in Mumbai if I'm not wrong, in April, literally belted us out of the park, especially Harshal Patel. Harshal Patel, who was probably the player of the tournament until then, became the flop of the tournament just because of that one match. Ravindra Jadeja bowled very well as well. And for me, Padikkal needs to come good because he looked really good in that game. I know it was again over 3 months ago, but Padikkal needs to come in form because our opening, Virat Kohli and Padikkal, is the key, as is for any team, but for us it's even more so. That's just me talking about it. But having said that, I hope you guys have liked the discussion. If you have, smash that like button and press subscribe. Share the video as well because we need to grow and have more discussions so that we can start live streams. Hope overall you are predicting us to win. If you are a Chennai fan, well, good for you. But yes, I can understand being dominant versus RCB, but Bangalore have had a good record, like I showed, in Sharjah and overseas versus Chennai. Hopefully, Chennai are not as motivated because they just need a couple of wins, and we are much more because of that pathetic display that we had against KKR, and we'll come back stronger. Predict your scores below, predict your result below, and your starting 11s. I hope you agree with me. If you don't, again, comment below with what you think has been the gap, if any. And do not forget, Almighty Blues Cricket is this, but Almighty Blues FC. You will find a lot of generic football as well. And hopefully, you all subscribe to that, and we'll keep connected. We will be back. I am hoping with a big win for RCB, and I can be more cheerful as well as you. Until then, take care, guys.